My 32 female boyfriend, 32 male, won't stop bringing up my twin, 32 female, he's never met. I have a twin who is my best friend and we like to do a lot of stuff together. We live about an hour apart and I mostly go to her house like once a week or every other week. My boyfriend of 4 months and I hang out multiple times a week and pretty much every time we hang out he will ask, what's twin been up to? He's never met her. At first I thought it was cute that he could see that my sister means a lot to me and he wanted to get to know her more, but I feel it's getting excessive, weird at this point for these reasons. Even though he never met her, he added her on IG like a month into our relationship. I figured it was because I was tagging her a lot. He asks almost every time we hang out when he can meet twin. She only comes to our area lately for family events, like our dad's birthday or an aunt in town, so there hasn't been a good time, but he keeps asking. He asks me about her boyfriend, which I don't even know much about because I don't talk to her about it all that much lately. I was telling a story about how she's shy. BF said, she doesn't seem shy. I was like, you haven't met her. He said, well, based on social media. He's not adamant at all about meeting my other friends or my parents. They all live nearby and he knows they're also important to me. I haven't met his family either. I've met most of his friends. Should I say something to him? What should I say? TLDR boyfriend has an odd obsession with meeting my twin. Wait, so you and your sister are best friends, but you know nothing about her boyfriend and vice versa. I am a woman with a twin sister and this seems abnormal to me. If my boyfriend had a twin, I'd really want to meet the twin and would probably bug the shit out of him until it happened because it's such a rare, interesting thing. Don't know about the, how are they, how's their BF, etc. all the time though. Would probably just say, it's cool as fuck that you have a twin and I want to meet them. I love burritos at 4 a.m. parties that never end. Dogs that love cats. And twins. If my wife had a twin, I'd be super intrigued and curious to meet her, e.g. do they share the same traits? Do they look physically the same? Do they twitch their nose in the same way? Do they have the same food tastes? I dunno, man. I would just be fascinated by it. I have a brother that I'm quite close with and anyone I've dated for more than a month has met him. A close sibling relationship always gives people insight into who you are, so it's natural to be curious if he's infatuated with you and wants to get to know you better. Your boyfriend is being weird, but I am not getting creepy vibes from this. When I was younger woman, dated a twin, man, who was close with his twin. I always felt like I had to win the twin's approval to be with my boyfriend. It's messed up but that's how I felt and I am getting the same kind of vibe from your boyfriend. Just tell him your twin found a boyfriend who is 100% like him and he wants to meet you. He could be just feeling awkward about. Twins are exciting to some. Knowing that there's someone out there who is the exact copy of your significant other must be weird and exciting to him. I think his curiosity mostly sounds innocuous. However, if it is making you uncomfortable next time he brings it up, I'd just ask him what his deal is. It seems harmless, but it is curious. Please ask him what's the deal. I mean, it can be mere curiosity at best. I dated a twin and I see nothing wrong with what he is saying. Maybe it's just me, but I don't see the problem of adding your twin on social media. I asked about my partner's twin and how their partner was doing. Honestly, I would think that he would meet your twin before meeting your parents. Shouldn't he have met her by now? I dunno. This seems normal to me. But like other people are saying, he's probably just awkward about the whole thing. Are you identical twins? If so, I can understand the fascination. If you are not identical, he might be sexually attracted to her, especially if her images are provocative on IG. It's likely he has read or seen the stuff about twins being inseparable and he's awkward about wanting to ensure there's no issue with yours. Just be open and honest with him. Simple as that. All that needs to be said is there a particular reason you're curious about her? If you've been dating for 4 months and you see your sister every week, why hasn't he met her yet? If you and your sister are close, it seems weird you WLDNT have introduced her to your squeeze yet. Can you just arrange a catch-up for goodness sake? You've been going out for a while, it's pretty normal to have met your siblings, especially your best friend. Just go out for coffee or something, he clearly wants to meet her. Are you identical twins? Do you think there's any chance he doesn't believe the twin is a real person and worries that her IG is you pretending to be your own twin? Maybe boyfriend is hoping for a twin threesome. Lemfau. He literally just wants to have a twin threesome, with antics like that. That or he really likes twins. You're never going to get that twinsy threesome you've been fantasizing about, so just stop already. He want a twinsome, sis. Sounds like a conversation starter, nothing more. He wants a threesome with you and your twin. Definitely a fantasy for many guys to have a threesome with twin sisters. Do not introduce them. It is clear he has a twin fetish and will most likely try to talk you into a threesome, or he's gonna try to seduce your sister so he can brag to his buddies he's banged twins. Is he trying to set up something with him and your twin? Like a bucket list. I think he may want to sleep with both of you. Skeptical smiley face. Maybe you should introduce them and see how he acts after. As others have said, it could be a weird fetish thing, or an anxious approval thing. One way to find out. This is giving me creepy vibes. I think he wants to get to know this person who has another person super close to them. I think you're getting the strange one. He's just trying to be a part of your life. Either he has a three-way fantasy or he genuinely wants to meet your twin because he cares about you. If my boyfriend had a twin, I would have been super excited to get to know him as well. I was excited to meet my BF siblings, and even though we've been together for years, I still ask how his siblings are every few days or so. Sounds like he wants to have a threesome. Either he really likes how you look or he just had a crazy fantasy about a twin thing, not all that uncommon really. I guess I would talk to him about that, and that it makes you kind of uncomfortable and you want to know what's up with the reason he keeps asking. Sounds like someone wants a threesome with your twin sister. Nah, this I'd odd. He's sexualizing her, the idea. Red flag. He's wanting to have sex with both of you. It's weird for him to be following your family members on social media before even meeting them. You should have called him out then. Trust your instinct on this one. There's a reason it feels weird enough for you to ask Reddit to weigh in. It's suspicious that he bring up twin almost every time you meet, brings up when he can meet twin almost every time you meet, keeps you away from his family, but lets you meet his friends, corrects you, who have known twin all her life, based on following twin's IG for 3 months, doesn't act similarly to any other family member or friend. Conclusion. He wants her and stalks her through IG and op. He isn't even trying to cover his obsessive chase, because he asks every time like whiny child on car ride and doesn't ask about the other important people in your life. Tell him he keeps talking about your twin and no one else. It's weird and he needs to stop. You aren't just a twin. You are a person. You are making this odd. I dated a girl with a twin brother. I hadn't had anything to do with twins, so I wasn't sure what to expect. Plus they were super tight, and it's important that your partner's friends, siblings and folks like you, so that can make you nervous. My guess is he is wanting to make a good impression with her because she is one of your nearest and dearest. Many guys have twin fantasies that are a bit out there, but none of the information you have given is leaning that way. OP's boyfriend is just being nice. OP is judging boyfriend too hard. OP, you only respond to comments that goes your way, but never to those that question your boyfriend. Valid concerns. I think it's normal to meet a person that seems important in your life. I'd rather be weirded out that you didn't introduce her after what you said. Also, meeting someone's sister is easier than meeting parents. Just giving my opinion with the informations I have. The guy has a goal and will keep asking until he achieves. To me, it sounds like it is normal, albeit slightly awkwardly expressed, interest unless something odder appears. You two have been dating for 4 months. You see this person, your twin, every week, and he still hasn't met her. I would be super curious to meet anyone the person I was dating saw every week or 2, much less her identical twin. And honestly, I kind of agree that I might wonder whether the twin thing was a facade you made up. Tears of joy. Dude is wants a threesome with you and your twin. IMO, it's weird you're suspicious about this. You've been dating for 4 months and hang out with your sister all the time but haven't introduced him. Maybe he wants to know that he's not just a fling to you, and that he's important to you. If you introduce him to your family, that's proof enough. And meeting the parents is awkward and terrifying. Meeting your twin just sounds fun and interesting. Everyone's wished at some point that they had a twin, and society has a major fascination with twins, so I really don't think this is weird on his end at all. Are you hesitant to introduce him for some reason? Do you think he's going to prefer your twin to you or something? This sounds like insecurity on your end, NGL. To be fair, the real perverts tend to get the twin sex thing out in the open pretty fucking quick in my experience. I'm also a twin, but I've also had a few do that crocodile swim up to me too. I am, alas, getting a so. He. How close are you and your sister? Vibe off this guy of yours. I always used to go sultry-eyed and play along about how hot it was, and ask them when the last time they took a big hot load off their brother was. And then be so confused that they would react with shock, disgust and indignation. What? You just told me that incest is literally your biggest fantasy, did you not? He has a fetish. My God. The way women will come up with every neutral theory in the book to offset the most obvious one. Honestly, I'd be pretty intrigued about my girlfriend's twin if she had one. I would like to see how similar they are, if I can tell them apart, etc. It is an interesting subject to me. This is funny because to me it seems like you're the one acting strangely. You've been dating for 4 months and have a twin sibling you see all the time and yet haven't introduced your boyfriend. I'd be dying to meet the twin too. Of course he's more interested in meeting your twin sibling over your parents or whoever. That's more of a serious step in a relationship which it sounds like you are not at. Within 4 months you've generally met your SO's best friends, and from what you've described that includes your sister. At this point if I would be confused as to why you act weird about meeting your sister. I'm also an identical twin and from the way you word this it does feel a bit strange to me. Not sure if this is just me, but it's strange to feel like a novelty to people. I do understand it's different but I've been subject to a lot of direct comparisons with my twin because although we look the same we have very different personalities. Sometimes it's nice to have someone that doesn't see you and your twin as some sort of spectacle and this obsessive questioning may make it feel like that. I don't think it's necessarily that he wants some weird fantasy though, but I understand Op feeling uncomfortable about this. Sounds like you just need to tell him how this makes you feel and if he gets weird about it, then you can confirm the gut feeling. Considering he's only bringing up your twin and not the rest of your family then it's almost certainly a sexual thing. Dude is hoping for a threesome with twins. At only 4 months in I'd walk. Listen to your gut. It feels weird because it is weird, and creepy, let's be honest. He's immature at best.